Welcome, everybody. It's another good day in the neighborhood. How you doing back there, Johnny?
I'm doing okay.
We all up, ready, roll. You cold enough?
I'm fine. I'm not cold. I'm actually kind of sweating, but so I got over here real fast.
It's cold outside,
yeah,
that's for sure.
I have layers on, so.
Oh, okay. We don't want you to start getting hot and taking stuff off back there.
Okay. You sitting here in my underwear?
It might be a show, though. I don't know.
I doubt it. No.
So, anyway, today I have Debbie Littlefield here today, who's a personal wellness coach. Welcome, Debbie.
Hi, Lisa.
And we're going to talk about what it is that you do and what makes you a wellness coach, because I don't know what wellness means.
Okay, well, I'm a personal wellness coach. I help people with their nutrition needs. I do a lot of work with weight loss and weight gain. I help people with sugar and blood pressure and heart problems also.
So you help people gain weight?
I do.
You in the room? Get out of here! Get out of here!
I know. As hard as that may seem,
I know.
Some people have a really hard time gaining weight.
So they have a fast metabolism. Yes. That's burning up everything as they eat.
Yes.
Oh, well,
yes. I
had that problem.
I actually have people call me and say, I only gained 2 pounds this week. What's up with that?
Get out of here.
And it's like, excuse me.
My goodness. They could give me some of that speed. I mean, my metabolism. So do you think metabolism slows down a lot when you get older, or do you think people you get to a point where it just sort of like doesn't do anything, and then people say, I can't lose, I can't gain? Is that what wellness coaches do, like come in and like help those people?
Right. We do help people that need to lose weight, speed up their metabolism.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think, well, because they're older, their metabolism is slower. And it's true to some point,
mm-hmm.
but there's a lot of things we can do to change that. And that's what I do. I work with people and teach them, the different things that they can do to raise their metabolism.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times it's just because as we get older, we slow down. Even if you're still continuing to work out and do things, you don't do it with the same intensity that you would when you were younger. So you're not burning, the calories and raising your metabolism the way you should.
So tell me something other than sex that'll raise your metabolism.
Well, that's a good one, Lisa.
That's bound to burn something off.
Yeah. Well, never skipping meals is a very good way to raise your metabolism. A lot of people think that if they eat less,
mm-hmm.
they're going to lose weight. But actually, that slows your metabolism down. So when you do eat, you're going to gain weight quicker.
And see, that's my problem is not eating enough through the day, because when I'm shopping or out, I don't even think about eating. It just never crossed my mind because I'm just like focused.
Yeah.
And then you get up in the morning, people say, eat breakfast, and it's like, I've never been a breakfast eater.
Breakfast is very, very important for raising your metabolism.
Mm-hmm.
When you wake up, you should eat within the first hour at least.
Yeah.
Have something. I start my day off with a protein shake,
mm-hmm.
and that gets your metabolism going, and it sets your day off for the whole rest of the day.
Mm-hmm. So Diet Coke wouldn't be a good thing to start.
Diet Coke is never a good thing.
Well, I know some people.
Don't get me going on that.
Right, I know some people that say they'll have like a Snicker bar and a Diet Coke, to get you going.
The caffeine and the sugars.
Yeah.
But what happens is shortly later you're going to crash.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think a good breakfast? Like you say, you do protein shakes, so everybody don't like protein shakes. What's a good breakfast? Because some people like, big breakfast, and, they might think, oh, that's 1,000 calories.
Right. Well, if you're wanting to lose weight, calories is an important issue.
Mm-hmm.
A really good breakfast, if you didn't want to do a protein shake, would be an egg white omelet,
mm-hmm.
or not necessarily just egg whites. You could have a couple of eggs with, ham or some kind of lean meat. Protein
mm-hmm.
is very important in the morning.
Well, egg whites, that seems to me like it'd be pretty bland.
Oh, well, you can add low-fat cheese and seasoning And you know, veggies are really good in omelets. Peppers, onions, things like that.
Well, we got a lot of peppers, don't we?
Yes, we do. Making salsa the weekend.
Salsa, I mean, we got enough peppers to take care of
Salsa
it.
and eggs is excellent.
Yeah, you know, and my son loves omelets. I know he always, whenever we go out and have breakfast, that's all he ever orders is an omelet. And I'm thinking, you can't think of anything else. Well, I like pancakes or waffles. Now, with it being bread like that first thing in the morning, is that a good thing?
Not really.
What?
Yeah, not really. Some bread is good. You know,
So I can't have my
we have
waffles?
to have our carbohydrates. Yes, you can have your waffles, but have some protein along with it. The protein is going to fill you up and keep you going longer, and you won't spike. You know, our body metabolizes starches as a sugar, so you get that sugar rush, and then you crash, and then what do? You want more sugar.
Oh, I guess.
So
I
you
usually want to go to sleep.
or go to sleep, and who wants to do that? You know, you want to have energy to last you throughout the day. So you know, having your basic proteins for breakfast, along with some you know, some starch if you care to. Fruit is always a good option.
But what about the natural sugar in fruit? Because I know one girl was saying she became diabetic from eating so much fruit because of the natural sugar in it.
Well, you can't eat too much of anything, Lisa. It's
Well, you know, that's what people think, that if I'm eating a lot of fruit, I'm going to lose weight. But then they forget about the natural sugar.
right.
So, you know.
The only foods that I know of that you can eat like almost all you want of would be fresh vegetables. You know, there are sugars in fruit, and so they're higher in calories, and your body does metabolize them differently.
Yeah.
So
I think that is a big misconception about fruit, because I know a lot of people that eat a lot of fruit and they just think, oh yeah, I eat healthy. But then I think of the natural sugars, and it's like it's not that healthy when you eat that much of it.
fruit is very good for you, but you do have to limit the
Moderation.
amount you eat. Yes, everything in moderation.
So if somebody call you basically to say, I mean, to do whatever you do with them, and what would they call you and say they want? What kind of services? Like if I say I'm gonna call Debbie because she can do what?
Well, people call me for all different kinds of reasons. I usually start off with a wellness evaluation. We sit down and we talk. They answer a questionnaire about health problems, what kind of foods they're used to eating, and what issues they're trying to solve. And then we come up with a plan from there. And it could be a variety of, you know, different things that they want to address.
So that's sort of like what personal trainers do too.
Yes.
Oh. Except you don't work them out.
Nutrition-wise.
Right. You just do the nutrition and you let somebody else beat them up.
Yes.
Well, because now you have a product line of things that people buy and use. What are some of the things that, you know, once you do the diagnosis is what I'm going to call it, of say, okay, Lisa, you pretty healthy, your blood sugar is right, your cholesterol is right, you're just a little overweight, and so this is what I'm going to suggest out of my products.
Well, for everybody, I always start them out on the core nutrition program, no matter what their issue is. Our core nutrition program is just that. It's perfect nutrition. It includes our healthy meal shake, and it has 20 vitamins and minerals, 9 grams of protein, 0 cholesterol, and 0 trans fats. It's a perfect food.
Perfect.
And it comes in 7 different flavors.
Oh, can't go wrong with that.
No, and you can mix it with different things too to make your variety. We have all kinds of recipes. You know, we have shakes that taste like Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh my goodness!
So orange slushy,
right?
Or, you know, there's all different kinds and flavors, and so you don't get bored.
Now, if they taste that good, though, wouldn't a person be apt to drink more, and then you end up gaining weight?
Well, no,
because you know, sometimes when you see stuff like that, it'll be like a diet food. and they'll figure, well, I can eat 3 or 4 of those, and then you end up gaining weight on a diet food.
Right. It's really not a diet food. Our shake is used for people who want to lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
They have meal replacements for 2 meals a day. They would have a shake instead of a meal. For weight gain, they would have a shake along with their meals.
Mm-hmm.
And just for somebody who just wants good nutrition, that don't need to lose or gain weight, just wants good nutrition, they have 1 shake a day.
Mm-hmm. So do you have regular food, or are these all drinks?
Well, the shakes are a drink.
Mm-hmm.
We do incorporate food daily. My day consists of, I would have a shake for breakfast and then a mid-morning snack, which would be like a yogurt, some cottage cheese, some chicken breast, some protein-based snack, and that keeps you going until lunch. And then you can choose to have a healthy meal at that time or another shake. A healthy meal would be a salad, some veggies, and some protein. Make it colorful, make it fun.
Yeah, you get tired of that fun green stuff.
Yeah, you don't want to eat green stuff all the time.
Not all the time.
And there's lots you can do to incorporate different foods.
Mm-hmm. So, but you don't really have a line of food like Weight Watchers or Smart Ones or nothing like that. You basically have like protein powders and drinks and stuff like
Correct.
that. Mm-hmm.
Correct. We do have some snacks like protein bars, which are yummy.
Why do they call them protein bars? Protein's supposed to be meat, isn't it?
Well, I get very little of my protein from meat. I prefer soy products, and that's where the shake comes in also.
Oh, okay.
I rarely eat red meat.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a really good choice for protein.
Well, it doesn't digest as well as what I always heard.
It does.
But I'm a farm girl, so we ate everything that ran across the yard.
Yeah. Red meat has a lot of fat, a lot of cholesterol, a lot of things that our body doesn't need. Having it sometimes is a good thing. Well,
if you eat just a little bit of it, you
Right.
figure just a little teeny bit, for the people that just say, I can't go cold turkey.
Right. To meet your protein needs, I usually suggest turkey is a really good protein source, chicken and seafoods,
Yeah.
any kind of fish.
I eat a lot of chicken breasts. Turkey is okay, but turkey, like the ground turkey, to me it's mushy. It's something about it. No matter how I cook it, it just seems mushy to me.
Huh, do you add it to like soup and chili and things like that?
No.
Yeah. If you brown it up just like you would hamburger.
Well, that's the way I
with
do it.
onion and pepper and stuff, and add it to your chili.
So
or your
turkey
soup.
chili.
Yeah.
What about turkey wings and drumsticks? Stuff like when I cook greens and you put a smoked turkey wing in there or something like that. Now that's turkey.
That's turkey.
Yeah, when they grind it up, I just be like.
Yeah. You're talking dark meat turkey too, which is a little higher in fat than your white meat turkey.
What's the white meat turkey?
The breast.
The breast is like the chicken.
Just like the chicken, yes.
Oh, well, see, I never thought of it like that. I just like it smoked, but I just like certain parts for when you're cooking greens, you got to have that flavoring.
Mm-hmm.
And you wouldn't throw chicken in there, but you put like ham hocks and neck bones, but I always get the smoked ones. You think smoking meat is better than just regular meat?
No.
Just don't eat meat?
No, like if it's smoked turkey is fine. Ham is always a good choice.
See, I don't eat. I
Not
don't
too
like
much
ham.
of it because it does have a lot of sodium.
I would say it's salty.
Yeah, it So, but it is. But it's for me it would be turkey, chicken, fish, and then pork, and then any kind of beef.
So, fish. How do you cook it?
Broiling it is the best way.
Now, broiled catfish, I can't see. You ever had catfish?
I have not.
Oh, well, see, you
have
can't
not.
broil, you gotta fry it. But I'm good. I'm good though, in the sense that we don't fry anything, and I haven't fried anything for years. But then the other day, I had bought a catfish, and it was just like so good, and we made catfish tacos, and that's something. That's one of the fish you can't do anything but fry it. Now, if you get salmon, I can see putting it in the oven, like we wrap it in foil with veggies and everything, and cook it like that. It's really good.
That's a very healthy meal.
Yeah, and that's the way I like my salmon. But I don't think I get my son to eat it like that. So usually I eat certain things and he won't eat certain things. I'm from the country, he's from the city. But now as far as veggies, I eat all kinds of veggies. So that's pretty healthy.
That is very healthy.
So now, why would they deep fry green beans?
I've been trying to figure that out. The things are deep frying these days.
Yeah, I mean, Swan's has them fried green beans.
I thought it was a joke. Just like I thought chocolate covered bacon was a joke. It's not.
Right. We were at the bakery up in the Sugar High Bakery. They had chocolate covered bacon, and when my son saw it, he was like, "Look, what? Chocolate bacon?" And they had some with dark chocolate, had some with white chocolate, and he said people like they don't want to like it, but once they taste it, they like it. And I said I don't know about chocolate bacon because all I can think about is the grease on bacon.
Right.
But he's like, no, you just cook it and let it drain like everything else, and then they have a process, so it probably would be okay, but I just don't think I can eat it.
Yeah,
just my
not for me.
Mental state.
When I first heard about it, I honestly thought it was a joke, and then I went into a store, and there it was on a stick. I was like, no way.
Oh, bacon on a stick. That's even worse because this was just laid out. And I thought, oh my God.
Somebody was talking about deep fried pickles, and I'm like, I couldn't believe that was true.
Yeah, I just had
and then I was out with the girls and we're looking for an appetizer and there it was on the menu.
Yep.
Deep fried pickles.
Yep.
So I'm like,
I'm not crazy about those. I just tried some of those the other day and I'm not crazy about those. And I'm from the South where we fried everything, but I've gotten over the last few years why I don't fry next to nothing. But every now and then you see something on the menu like that. Like I like fried zucchini, but I won't fry it. I just like steam it and use it like potatoes.
Right.
And see, a lot of stuff, I figure if you can steam it, then you don't have to fry it. And if it still tastes good, you'd be all right.
Right. Some people even think it tastes better.
Well, that's why I use zucchini as potatoes because my son won't eat them unless they're fried. But if I make them look like potatoes, then he'll eat them.
Oh.
So I steam chicken breasts with peppers and all this stuff and put it on the plate, and he'll what's that? Those potatoes. He'll eat them because he thinks they're potatoes.
adding things like that to spaghetti sauce too is really, really a good idea. I'll chunk up zucchini.
Yeah.
And I'll throw
cucumbers,
some spinach in there.
Yeah. Well, I try
spinach is good and everything.
I don't like spinach now. I try to sneak broccoli in on my son, and he just like pick it out. But
that's kind of hard to conceal.
Yeah, I haven't figured out how to get him to eat that unless it's deep fried, maybe.
Oh no.
So now tell me, how long does it take to become a wellness coach? Like, what makes you an expert at it? Would somebody just, do you have to be already in shape to go out and preach it?
Oh, no. Actually, when I first got started, I was 70 pounds heavier than I am now. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Right.
I was overweight, tired, depressed, and I looked for some help. And I found a wellness coach that helped me, and they helped me get back on my feet, and I loved what they were doing, and I was like, hey, I want to do that too.
Right.
And they trained me. All the training's free, and we...
70 pounds.
70 pounds,
wow.
Yes.
I can't even see it.
Yes, right there was my...
Oh, this is you.
Yeah.
Licking that batter.
I was. That picture tells a whole story about me. I was 70 pounds heavier, and it was Valentine's Day, and I was making brownies for the kids.
Wow.
And I was licking the beater. My son come in, and he wanted the beater, and I wouldn't give it to him.
You said, that's
I would not give him the beater.
The kids always do that.
I mean, what kind of frame of mind was I in? I wouldn't share the beater, And he got mad at me. He goes, I'm taking your picture. And I'm like, fine. So I posed with the beater and he took my picture. Well, after I lost the weight and started working as a wellness coach, he messaged me and he sent me the picture. He goes, this is your perfect before picture.
Right, that's before and after.
Yes. And
he took the after?
No. I think my daughter shot this one at Christmas time. It wasn't meant to be an after, but
it works out good because those don't look like the same two people.
And it's just like 3 months, 4 months difference.
So you lost 40 pounds in 3.5 months.
I did.
And
my first 3.5 months, 40 pounds.
Wow. But when you lose it like that, don't you think it's going to come back fast? Because that seems awful fast to lose 40 pounds.
Well, that was almost 2 years ago.
Oh, well, in that case, it stayed off.
Yeah. I continued to lose weight, and now it's a lifestyle for me.
And you use your own product.
I use our own products.
So you can actually say, this works because I'm an example.
Product of the product.
Right, a product of the product.
I'm a product of the products. I use them daily. I love the way it makes me look and feel.
Right.
I have tons more energy. I've never been healthier. Yeah.
And you had to go buy new clothes.
A lot of
You
new
must
clothes.
enjoy that. That's one time you probably enjoyed shopping.
Yes.
So what other kind of products you have? You have like vitamins, anything like that?
Yes. Along with our core nutrition and the shake, we have a multivitamin. And it has 20 essential nutrients and antioxidants, which include folic acid, calcium, and iron. It supports your immune system, which is really important, especially this time of year with everybody getting sick. And it helps with healthy bones, skin, and hair. So along with it, with a good multivitamin, you're going to look nicer too.
Grow some hair?
Yeah.
Nah, don't think I want any of those.
I like having softer, shinier hair.
And that's what it did for you?
Yes, it did.
It changed the course of your hair and your skin, your nails.
Yes, I look younger. I feel younger. Act younger. It's just it's a whole better, healthy lifestyle.
Right. So this is a product that you would stand behind and continue to like we were just talking about how there are a lot of young people these days that are overweight and they don't dress properly. Would you say that would be something like, do you have groups or anything, people like that you speak to about weight, not necessarily picking a crowd of overweight people, but just kids in general, because a lot of them are overweight these days, and it's like a country statistic of our young people being overweight.
Right. I just went in and talked to the high school, their health class, about nutrition and keeping their weight on track, and because a lot of kids are not doing it healthy.
Right.
They think skipping meals is the better way to go.
Eat a lot of junk food, drink a lot of pop.
A lot of fads and
well, the schools, the food is not as healthy as it used to be, and I know a lot of places that I had read they're trying to, serve healthier food, but when kids come to school and they hit the vending machines versus, what can you do?
Right.
You just have to start at home, getting them in the mindset.
And that's a lot of it is in the home.
Right.
I arm my children with shakes in the morning and their multivitamin and their cell activator and and
what a greeter. Hi, Mom.
But they love it. They're like, "Where's my shake?"
Right. And then you said you have a son that's in this exercise
for weight gain,
and
yes, I work with people with fitness also. We have a whole line of products that are designed for athletes, and I was doing that with my son, and he bulked up quite nicely.
Well, I guess it's a healthier bulk up versus steroids.
Oh, definitely. I give this to my kids knowing that they're making a healthy choice, and I worry about nothing. It's you know, and when he started the program, he's like, he was this little skinny bitty, and he's like, I want to change this, you know.
The girls
And
love it.
yes, they do. And so I put him on a nutrition program. We figured out how many calories and how much protein, how many carbohydrates. Figured out a whole plan for him, which I'll do for anybody. And figured out his program, and he started using the program and started exercising, which is always a good thing.
Right.
Yeah, I'm very proud of his results.
Because I saw the one picture of the muscles. So I'm pretty sure the girls be calling him now.
Yeah.
Look like you used to. They know his before and after. You know, his little skinny thing.
I was
and now
showing
it's
the
all...
picture to this girl, and she's like, "Ooh!" And
I know.
And then I said, "That's my son." She goes, "You should have told me that first."
She got all excited. Oh my goodness!
Yeah. But along with the cellular nutrition program, we also have a with the multivitamin. I use a cell activator, which it helps support the absorption of nutrients. It cleans the villi and it makes your body absorb all the nutrients, and so you're not wasting anything. You're absorbing it all that you need.
Right.
And
I saw my villi once.
did you?
Yeah, it was interesting because I was having an upper GI, and the doctor first they put me to sleep, and he said I bit him in my sleep because he was trying to open my mouth, put this tube down, and I was biting like this. So then I had to do it awake. So once he put the tube down and got into my stomach, and he was looking around in there, and he was like, "Oh, do you want to see?" And I was like, "Yeah." You know, I'm sitting with this tube hanging out my mouth. I'm going, "Ah, ah, ah." So then he just put the little thing up to my eye, and he was turning, and I could just see him waving. And I was just like, I wanted to be like, you know, but I couldn't talk because I had this tube. So I've seen it. It's just like, it looks sort of like a wheat field. You know how the winds are blowing like this.
Right.
And I was just like,
wow.
yeah.
That would have been really interesting.
I wish I could have gotten it on video, but, you know, it's back in the 70s. It was hard enough just to get that tube down my throat, because that is no joke. When I saw that tube come out, I was like, what are you going to do with that? You know, it's got a camera on the end, and then they got to get it past your gag. That's the hardest part, because if you panic and your throat close up, you just be like, like this. Ooh, I don't ever want to do that again awake.
Oh, yeah.
No. But I guess one thing about when you say absorption, a lot of people eat stuff and like, aren't you supposed to like, everything's supposed to move slowly, like in one in and out the other, like in 24 hours.
Exactly.
And so if it absorbs and it doesn't move, then doesn't that turn into fat?
It does.
And so that's where your product can like help keep everything moving.
Right.
In the
It
natural
keeps
rhythm.
everything moving in the natural rhythm.
Yeah.
And when you absorb all the nutrients that your body needs, your body corrects itself no matter what it is you need.
Right.
You know, if you need to, I guess what I'm trying to say, you give your body what it needs, and it behaves the way it should.
And everything it doesn't need comes on out.
Yes.
Well, you know, I guess it's one of those things. It's hard for people to like really understand what they're putting in their body and how it's going to affect your body, because they think it's like, oh, it's just good food. It's like when you go to the restaurant and you break out the little tea. People say, no, you're supposed to come in here with that. I mean, you ever had any instances like that when people like, well, you know, you ask for water, then they come by and you got tea?
Tea. No, I take my tea everywhere I go. And I don't do it because I don't want to buy their tea. It's because I don't want their tea. I want my tea. My tea gives me energy. It has natural antioxidants in it. It burns 80 calories for every cup I drink.
Wow.
You know, so if
See, and I never could stand the taste of tea. Maybe I need to drink more tea.
This tea is delicious, and it comes in 4 different flavors, and I enjoy it all day long. But if I know I'm going to sit down, I'm going to eat something that I wouldn't regularly eat, and probably more calories, then I'm going to drink my tea.
So it can burn them fried pickles up.
Exactly.
The fried candy bars.
Yes, I drink my tea all day long. It's
Is that what's in there?
Pardon me?
Is that what's in
No,
there?
actually, in here I have what's called a lift off, which is also you put it in your water and it fizzes like an Alka-Seltzer.
Oh,
It
it's like
comes
that
in
little tablet
flavored.
thing
It's
you
a
gave me.
tablet, yes, and it gives you energy and it helps with focus.
Oh.
And I thought maybe I need to focus today.
No, today is a fun day. We're not too serious.
I had my tea this morning, and now I'm having my lift off.
So she's getting prepped to come in here. You don't know what's going to happen on this show.
Oh, I had no idea what this was going to be like.
Well, like I said, we just want to talk about the different things you have. And I know, with the product line, I was looking through the book, and it's like all kinds of things that does all kinds of things.
Right.
And so it's up to you to figure out what things you put together for each person.
That's right. When I sit and I do a wellness evaluation with somebody, I recommend the different products that would help them meet their needs. And we have products for all different kinds of issues.
So how long does this training take?
Anyone can start training right away. I would start with, I have coaches that work with me and under me, and we train by, they follow me, they watch me do evals and recommendations. We have a lot of online tools for training. We have what we call STSs monthly, where you can go and it's a success training seminar, and you get a lot of information there on products and different things.
So do you keep a bunch of products at home, or do people have to order them? How do they get them?
Well, I do keep some product in stock. Usually it's my own, but if somebody wants it,
sell it.
I'll sell it and reorder it.
Right.
But yeah, I figure out a basic program of what I think a person would need, and then we'd order it.
Okay.
And it usually only takes like 2 days.
Oh, okay. So is it expensive to get into one of the programs with all these products?
Well, you wouldn't order anything that you felt wasn't worth it or couldn't afford.
Well, that could be all of it.
Well, if then I don't know. It's
what if somebody says, "I really need help"? I mean, what kind of discounts do you give out? Senior citizens, anything like that, or is it just one price fits all?
Well, it's pretty much retail price. If somebody wants to recommend to other people, or they can host a shake party and get free stuff.
A shake party.
A shake party, yeah. They get a group of friends together, and then I come in and
feed us all shakes.
I feed everybody shakes and tea.
And so by the time you leave, everybody dropped a few pounds.
And full of energy.
Right.
And that way they get to sample everything, and I can do a wellness eval or set up a wellness eval with them, and figure out what their needs are from there. But a person who hosts something like that would get products for free.
Oh, okay. So they wouldn't have to do hors d'oeuvres because you're bringing them.
That's right. That's right.
Because everybody like fattening hors d'oeuvres, like pinwheels with all the cream cheese and deviled eggs, and
But with the shake party, I bring everything. You need.
They just have to show up.
Just show up. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's a thought. You could probably do that especially before and probably after holidays.
Yes, after holidays, a lot of people are going to be thinking about
everybody
getting a healthy start.
Yeah, they make resolutions, but they don't last long. Everybody will say, "I'm going to lose weight starting the new year," and to me, it's like every time you put it off. Well, if it's Wednesday, I'm going to start Monday.
Right.
It usually doesn't work.
Yeah, that was something I wanted to really touch on. Is making New Year's resolutions. They usually don't work unless you make it a goal, and a goal is simply a dream that you have with a plan. You need to have a plan in order to make the goal successful. And different ways of working out a plan would be to make a deadline. First, you need to distinguish your goal. My goal is, and I will achieve this goal by, and have a deadline. And then work out your goal plan on paper. Figure out exactly what you want to do. You want to set short-term goals, which would consist of daily, weekly goals.
Right.
Longer-term goals, monthly, and even a yearly goal. And you would want them written down into those categories.
Right.
So you can see, well, today I'm going to eat healthy and this is what I'm going to do. And tomorrow. And then for the week I want.
Right, right.
And by the end of the month, I will have achieved.
How many pounds off?
Pounds off or on or whatever
Right.
your goal is. You know, if you want to lower your sugar, your blood pressure, or, you know, whatever your goal is, you have to determine your goal and then set the plan. And that's part of my job, is to help you set the plan. And
so what happens when people, you know, you go through all that with them to set that plan and then they still don't achieve it?
Well,
is that just basically on them?
It's I work with people as much as I can, but I make calls. I set them up on program. I keep in touch with them. I call them, I email them, I message them.
So you have to be a counselor too.
Right. I want them to achieve their goals.
Right.
And so I'm there to support them. There are people who, they don't follow through.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
They make excuse and they don't follow through. And I work with them as long as I can, but until they want it, there's really nothing I can do.
It's sort of like...
You have to want it.
Right.
You have to want it.
It's like an addiction, you know. Nobody can fix it but you. And you have to want to be ready.
It can't be like a New Year's resolution that goes to one ear and out the other. You know, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, and then a couple of days later, forget about it. It has to be something you really want to achieve.
Yeah. And I guess that's one of the things about us as just regular people saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it. And then when it started getting kind of hard, then people start gradually backing up, and then pretty soon it's done. I mean, it's gone. And then it's like, oh, well, I was going to do it. I tried to do it. So, I mean, sometimes it gets hard. So to me, I would just be a little frustrated being the coach. I mean, you have to like I say, be a counselor and stay on them. You get people like, look, quit calling me.
Yeah, well, I try not to be annoying.
Did you have your shake today? Don't make me come over there. I know where you live.
But that's another reason for putting your goals on paper and breaking them down and having them visual so you can look at them.
Well, you want to make them...
So you wake up in the morning and you say, well, this was my goal.
Right.
Am I going to do it or ain't I?
Yeah. And I guess you want to make goals that are achievable and don't say something like extra, or I'm going to lose 100 pounds in 2 months. And you know it might take a year to do it.
Exactly. They have to be within reason. And that's where I come in as a tool also. Right. Helping people come up with an achievable goal. Because I know what they can achieve if they follow my program.
Because you did it.
Because I did
before
it.
And after.
and I've helped many other people achieve it also. And
so you get awards or anything like that?
Oh, yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yes.
And you should, because a lot of people need the help, but a lot of people don't know where to get it.
Yes.
So now they know.
And another thing is getting support. With your goals, getting your friends on track with you, your family, a wellness coach as myself,
right?
Somebody that you can talk to and will help you out if you're deciding to buckle under.
Because they may want to join too after you see you doing so well.
Exactly. And for support, we also I host weight loss challenges, which are a lot of fun. We meet weekly and we do weigh-in measures, and then I give a short class on a nutrition fact each week. 1 week we'll talk about fats, 1 week we'll talk about carbohydrates, 1 week we'll talk about what to eat when you're out, what you're ordering at a restaurant.
Yeah, I think that gets hard sometimes.
It can be tricky unless you know.
Yeah. Well, now they have the Weight Watcher menu.
And that helps.
Yeah.
That helps. It really does. But knowing what to do before you're going out to eat, sometimes I'll even look up the place I'm going to,
Right.
and check the menu before I go.
So you don't get deep fried pickles.
So you don't get deep fried pickles.
I can see you on The Biggest Loser. Go on there and crack that whip.
Yeah.
But they have nutrition people on there. See, that would be something that you could be good at. I should submit your name.
Well, it's pretty much what I do. You know, well, I haven't actually watched The Biggest Loser.
What?
I know.
That's my favorite show. I mean, it's just amazing. Those people work out. I mean, I can't do 6 hours a day. And the way they have them lifting tires and tree trunks and all this kind of stuff, you know, when they step off the bus, some of them can hardly breathe.
Right.
And when they leave, if they live to the end, you know, they've lost so much weight. Some of them, they don't even look like the same person.
Yeah.
It's like that other person inside of all of that.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
When I first started losing weight, I think I lost 60 pounds before I started to exercise.
Wow.
And now I Zumba.
Oh, snap. I've never tried that, but
Zumba,
I hear it's fun.
It is a lot of fun, and I'm not into lifting tires. I'm 53 years old.
Yeah,
You know,
I have trouble with that.
I'm not interested in
too much
bodybuilding
sweat.
or weightlifting.
Yeah.
I want to stay active and have fun. And
Zumba and salsa dancing and all that stuff works out good.
it does.
It makes it fun
does.
because I like going to the gym, but I get bored with it because it's like ride the bike, lift the weights, and I'm so tired. After a while, I be looking at the clock. I mean, I can't even concentrate. I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, oh, phew.
Yeah.
Phew.
Get me out of here. Get
I
me
know.
out of here.
It makes it boring, and that's what I told the trainer. Like, I would go and do an hour with him, and he would work me that whole hour, and that would be the best time if I have somebody just push me for an hour. But if I had to go in there and he'd say, okay, the other times I want you to do it on your own, I would barely make 45 minutes, and I'd be like, okay, gotta go.
Right.
You know.
I completely understand
Yeah,
that.
and I'm 59, so I don't even want to do it.
Uh-huh.
But I like keeping busy.
You got to find something that's fun and that works for you.
Yeah.
10 weeks ago, I joined what we call a body transformation challenge, which is statewide for our company. And in the 10 weeks, all I did was tweak my nutrition program and do Zumba like 3 times a week. And I lost 15 inches in that 10 weeks.
Wow.
And a little over 7 pounds, you know.
Makes you want to run right out and do some Zumba.
Do some Zumba. But what I'm trying to say here is you don't need to lift tires and heavy weights and do extreme exercise to hit your wellness goals. You know, it's 70% per nutrition, 30% gym.
Oh,
yeah.
Those are better odds.
Yes, yes. Because
exercise,
a person who's not getting the right nutrition can exercise forever, and they're not going to be more healthy.
Right, and that's what my problem is. I just do not eat right as far as 3-4 meals a day. I don't eat first thing in the morning. I just eat whenever. And
well, we're gonna have to talk.
Don't
Get
bring
you
the
on track.
Don't bring that tea.
Try the tea, you'll like it.
I might have to try one day just to
Yes.
say, but all I think about is just the smell of Lipton tea. I just can't get past that smell.
Yeah. Well,
but maybe that doesn't smell like Lipton tea.
it doesn't smell like Lipton, and like I said, it does come in 4 different flavors, and
okay, we'll see. Any of them coconut?
Nope, there's peach, raspberry, original, and lemon. Lemon's my favorite.
Lemon might be good. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous.
That's what I tried giving you.
John, if you try it, I'll try it.
No thanks.
We'll have a tea break.
Yeah, we'll have a tea party. We'll have our little teacups. But anyway, so Deb, we're going to have to wrap up the show today. And I want to thank you for coming in, and I've learned so much today. I might try the tea. I don't know. I just, But like I say, it's a good thing. I've seen the before and after pictures, so we know that it works. And do you have any information you want to give anybody on your website or anything, how people can get in contact with you for you to go and do your wellness?
Well, yes, I would love to offer free wellness evaluations for anyone who's interested. And you can call me at 810-347-9921. And I also have a website, www.herbalhealth.com. herbal/nutrition.little/Littlefield, or not Littlefield /Little, and that'll take you to my website. The access code is Get Healthy, all one word.
Get Healthy.
And I'd like to announce a weight loss challenge that's going to be coming up in Flint. We just finished one last night, and everyone was like, well, we have to start a new one for the new year. So we decided to start a new one on the 21st of January. It'll be at 6:15 at the Honey Bake Store on Miller Road. So if any...
is that the ham place?
The ham place. We
Why
have
are
our
you
weight
taking
loss-
people in there to eat ham?
No, we don't eat ham. We go in there after it closes and have our weight loss
And then they
challenge.
smell all that ham.
You really don't. You really don't. It's a nice place for a challenge. But if anyone's interested in that, just call the phone number and contact me, and we'll get you in on it.
All right, then. So in saying that, next week my guest is George Cook from America's Best Inn and Suites. America's Best Inn and Suites. No, America's Best Value Inn and Suites. I knew I was missing a word. But anyways, they have a big event coming up in January, so he's going to come in and tell us about it. So I want to make sure everybody tune in next week. And then the following week, of course, is Christmas, and I won't be here. You going to be here, Johnny?
No.
No. So in case I don't see anybody after the 18th, then I want everybody to have a Happy New Year, and I'll be back. My first day will be January 8th. So instead, that is Flaminpit, and we'll be out.